Hey guys, Parfax here. Today we don't have a really good video for you, unfortunately. So for those of you that don't know and you haven't been following what I've been doing, I swapped to Eden about a month ago. When I swapped here, I decided to go Marauder because the guild that I was in didn't come over. And when I came over here, I decided to just go Marauder for something new. Get a little bit of different color and experience things. I wasn't sure if my guild was actually going to come here. And lo and behold, they did. So yesterday I was extremely excited when I saw the fact that I was going to be able to swap back to the Syndicate faction because that's where I was before. My guild came over. I want to rejoin them. I've been playing with them mainly anyway. So I was pretty excited. So the day came around, got on today, and I was like excited. I'm like, we're going to swap back over to the Syndicate faction. So I do this, and they were like, you've got to re-level your Syndicate faction reputation again. I was like, okay. I mean, I did this already, and I did it in the Marauder faction, but maybe I have to do it again here. Okay. And I did lose all of my faction reputation. I had actually probably about, I don't know, 25,000 reputation points or faction points that I didn't spend before I went to Marauders because, I didn't know that I was going to lose it. But I did. It's whatever. Back to zero. Annoying, but okay. So I go do a couple quests. I get my faction to 3,000. Before that, they give you the quest to complete the die. I went and I completed that quest. And we're at 3,000 reputation. And I go, okay, it's time for the Scrivener quest. So you can see here in the top right hand of my screen, it says, travel to Brightwood and complete the trial of the Scrivener. Recommended level 25. All right, cool. So if you don't know the quests, you've got to get it from this guy. So let's look at my map here. We're going to zoom in, and we have Syndicate Alchemist, Syndicate Faction Representative, and you see the Trial of Scrivener. Now, for those of you that's never done this, you will actually get the quest from this guy right here. Let's talk to him. And wait a minute. Where's the quest? Okay, a little weird. Let's reset this. Let's do it a bunch of times. All right, we're gonna make sure that it's reset. Okay, it's probably reset. I reset it 100 times now. Huh. Weird. Travel to Brightwood to complete the trial of the Scrivener. That's weird. I tell you what, we're going to pause it right now, and we're going to go to where the Scrivener boss is, and we'll see if we can kill him there. All right, so we're here where the trial of a Scrivener takes place. We can look in our side missions here. We don't have anything here. Our skill progression, it still says here. And we go up to these mobs, and nothing. So you essentially can't complete your trial of the Scrivener. Now, for those of you that are like, Parfax, that's not a big deal. I'm sure they'll fix it. Let me show you exactly why it's a big deal. I'm sure most of you that play the end game, you know why this is such a big deal. All right, we are going to teleport to my house, and I will show you. I know you guys probably know, but just putting this video out is going to make sure I let you guys know, and I'll tell you what I think happened so that hopefully this doesn't happen to you, because if this doesn't get fixed, I will let you know why this is actually a massive, massive deal. So we are here. Let's go to our faction vendor. Let's go down here. He's just down here on the left. Yes. Great to be back on the Syndicate faction. They have welcomed me back with open arms. All right. So we're here at the faction vendor. And why did you give me this die? I don't really care, to be completely honest. So here is the reason why this is such a massive deal. So if you don't know, the game is basically predicated on the end game is around the dungeon system. So we have dungeons and we have our arenas. So the only way to get this bind on pickup chisel is to get it through the vendor. So I can no longer craft keys. Not to mention this chisel, and then we have chisels right here, and we have another chisel right here that are your arena keys, these lower ones, or dungeon, depending on which one you're looking at, or your big dungeon keys, which is this Asmodium Chisel. Now, when the game goes into its next phase, we're doing more dungeon things. I imagine we will have to craft more chisels, and therefore I will never be able to even craft one if this doesn't get fixed, because yes, we have a bind on pickup system, but I cannot do my faction tokens, or I can't get my faction vendor rep up. So until they fix this bug, will never be able to make another key again. And that's completely unacceptable. We're not going to talk about what will happen if they don't fix this bug for me, or at least for a while. But I will say this has to get fixed. So what I think happened is, because I went from the Syndicate faction to the Marauder faction, back to the Syndicate faction, in my quest log, it says I have completed the quest. In the game, it says I need to re-level my faction. And because those two things coincide, and it says I've completed it, yet I can't get the quest because I completed it, but I have to have the quest to progress it, I'm basically in this limbo to where I can never get the quest again. So if you are looking to swap factions, if you're going to a faction you've never been to, you know, you can still go at your own risk. But if you've swapped a faction and you're trying to come back, I definitely wouldn't do it, because you may no longer be able to do dungeon keys. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you didn't enjoy this video, but I hope this, at least if you're thinking about swapping factions or swapping back to a faction, I hope this, you know, lightens up this bug, and I hope they fix it, not only for my sake, but for other people's sake. Luckily, I do have a couple keys, so I will be able to do a couple dungeons, but all my cooldowns for my dungeons, ironically, are up, and I was planning on making keys here the next day. Actually, I was planning on doing it today, which is the reason why I was trying to level up my Syndicate faction rep, and now I can't, and we will see how long I am screwed for. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know it. Just go do it, and I'll see you in the tournament, maybe. Bye.